Today on the net, an online campaign has been launched to defend a radical Muslim cleric arrested in Indonesia. American girl Sydney Dalton becomes the latest victim of cyberbullying. And a mathematics professor is giving free lessons online. An online campaign has been launched in Indonesia for the release of influential radical Muslim cleric Abu Bakar Bashir, arrested on the 9th of August. The 71-year-old had previously been imprisoned for his connection with the Bali bombing in 2002 that left 202 people dead. Freed in 2006, he's been arrested for alleged involvement with a new militant network, allegedly planning attacks on political leaders. A website calling for his liberation was set up by followers in the hours that followed his arrest. The site contains many articles trying to prove the imam is not a terrorist. The authorities have said the site is provocative and are trying to have it blocked. Meanwhile, the campaign has moved on to Facebook. Near to 35,000 web users have joined this support group, where they post messages like this one, backing the idea that Bashir's arrest was orchestrated by the United States. And one hacker, a self-proclaimed cyber jihadist, has gone as far as to hacking into a dozen or so official websites, including this bank. He's posted photos of the cleric and several other prisoners accused of terrorism on these sites, and is demanding they be freed. But for this blogger and expert in Southeast Asia, it's unlikely the campaigning will have much influence, as this time the police has damning evidence against Bashir. If he's found guilty, the cleric could be given the death penalty. Sydney Dalton is no different from any other girl her age. She has both a YouTube account and a Twitter account where she talks about her friends, her telephone and the lip gloss she uses. Sydney is also a fan of singer Justin Bieber. At least she used to be. Not long ago, Sydney Dalton posted this video online. The girl, who claims to be 20 years old but seems a lot younger, made a film of her and her friends ripping down posters of the teenage star, saying they were no longer obsessed with him and were moving on. Her actions have angered Bieber fans, and their obsession for the singer has triggered bad judgment. After having been struck off the singer's largest online fan club, Sydney was actually the victim of death threats. And jokes in very poor taste have multiplied on the web and on Twitter in particular. This is not the first time that someone has felt the wrath of Bieber fans. Actress Kim Kardashian also received death threats after having posted a photo of herself with the singer. Sydney is one more victim of cyberbullying, something which is becoming increasingly common amongst teenagers. She had to explain her actions online. She says she never said she hated the singer, that she still loves him passionately and would do anything for him. The paperclip, the zip, the egg box and also the bottle opener. These objects are part of our everyday life and are so common nowadays that we rarely spare a thought for those who invented them. The site Hidden Heroes intends to do just this and pay tribute to these forgotten inventors. The site takes on the form of a virtual museum and tells the story of 41 ingenious inventions that have changed our lives. Salman Khan is a mathematics professor, but he has never met his students. This Harvard University graduate gives his lessons via the internet. Over 16,000 exercises demonstrated using a cursor on a black background are now available online free of charge. Algebra, trigonometry, as well as economics, there's something for everyone, and the site is proving to be a huge success. The lessons available on Khan Academy are viewed 70,000 times per day, and Bill Gates is just one of the fans of this innovative method of teaching. From the Russian Revolution to the implosion of the Soviet bloc, as well as the Cold War. Some British museums have retraced the history of the Soviet Union through music to the frenetic Tetris tune. They're using the famous video game to illustrate, amongst other things, the 5-year plans and also space exploration.
I am the man who arranges the blocks that are building a highly secret base. Hip hip hurrah for the USSR, we are sending our men to outer space. I work so hard in arranging the blocks, but each night I go home to my wife in tears. What's the point of it all when you're building a wall and in front of your eyes it disappears?